So as I was saying, I was trying to get my stuff to flip over. Let's take a look of over here in Hosea or Hosea, the prophet, chapter 2. And let's come over here over and start at verse 14. So with all that Israel was doing over here in chapter 1 on down, all the evil that we were doing, and when we get over to chapter 2, it talks about what Yah was going to do to Israel because of what we were doing. So we were stripped of everything and we were dispersed. The land was laid waste. But the master said something that was key here. As you can see, I have it right here. Verse 14. Therefore, see, I'm alluring her, and shall lead her into the wilderness, and shall speak to her heart. What wilderness? When did we enter a wilderness period? That was when we came out of Egypt, when the Sea of Reeds was parted, and we went into the wilderness and journeyed round about the region for 40 years. And the master spoke to us from Mount Sinai, which is in modern day Saudi Arabia, not the traditional Mount Sinai that that we were seeing, in Christianity. 15. And give her a vineyard from there, and the valley of Achor as a door of expectation. And there she shall respond as in the days of her youth, as in the days when she came up from the land of Mitzrayim. And it shall be in that day, declares Yahweh, that you shall call me my husband, and no longer call me my Baal. Now in Hebrew, that word Baal means L-O-R-D, Lord. So the time is coming where those who believe that word L-O-R-D is the word and they have to say that word, he's not happy with us using that word. And he's going to lower us into the wilderness again and speak to us. Everywhere where we have been dispersed, we will be, or there will be a safe place. And there he shall speak to us and deal with us as when we came out of the land of Egypt. And I shall remove the names of the Baals from her mouth. Again, that word Baal means L-O-R-D. And the Baals, as it sees it here in verse 17, is talking of all the false deities that Israel has worshipped in the past and is still worshiping today. From her mouth, and they shall no more be remembered by their name. And in that day I shall make a covenant for them with the beasts of the field, and with the birds of the heavens, and with the creeping creatures of the ground. When bow and swords and battles I break from the earth, and I shall make them lie down in safety. Now we know there's not going to be no safety, there's not going to be no peace on the earth until when the Master Yahushua returns, which is at the end of the 3.5 year tribulation. So this whole rapture theory that came from the Greeks and it's been taught throughout Christianity, that you're going to be raptured up and going to heaven for 7 years, that's not going to happen. We're going to be on the earth and we're going to be protected. And at his coming, that's when we shall be caught up in the air, transformed, put on a new body, and we go into Jerusalem, and then there shall be peace on the earth during the millennium reign. This is just a part of it right here that we are reading. So let's keep going. And I shall make them lie down in safety, and I shall take you as a bride unto me forever, and make you as a bride unto me in righteousness, and in right ruling and loving commitment and compassion. And I shall take you as a bride unto me in trustworthiness, and you shall know Yahweh. And it shall be in that day. Again, that day. That's when the Master Yahushua returned. That I answer, declares Yah, that I answer the heavens, and they answer the earth, and the earth answer the grain, and the new wine, and the old oil, and the oil, and they answer Yezreel. And I shall show her myself in the earth, and shall have compassion on her who had not obtained compassion. We have not obtained compassion as a people since the day we have entered into all these captivities when we exit the land of Mitzrayim, or Kemet. And as they change it today and call it Egypt, the word Egypt means black face. Kemet, as they call themselves, which means land of the black. And our people call them Mitzrayim, which was talking of upper Mitzrayim and lower Mitzrayim, which is Ethiopia, because they're brothers. So we have not obtained compassion, because in Deuteronomy 28, he told us about all the things that we're experiencing today as a people, that these things was going to happen to us in the land of our enemies. No rights. The land of our enemies eating us up. No compassion. A man will be engaged to a woman, and another man takes her and sleep with her. Did not Master did this to our sisters? Yes, they have. Our children taken away and sold unto another. They have done all of this. He said, the land of our enemies shall eat us up. Please go back to Deuteronomy 28 and read. You will see all of this. We have not obtained compassion as a people. So with the temporary replacement of the Jewish people in the land, that's not us. That's not us. He said in the Deuteronomy 28, he said that our hands will not be able to lift up against our enemies. So the fact that they got a 6-day victory, when they fought the Palestinians and pushed them back to the borders of Gaza, or the region of Gaza, in 6 days, that can't be us. Because he said in the land of our enemies, our hands will not be able to lift up against them. And if the Jewish people are the chosen people, and they've been there since the 1940s after World War II, so from that time forth until now, then Messiah would have already returned. And this has not yet happened, people, because when he returned, the entire body of Israel is going home. The Jewish people, as we see today, they can be numbered. But he said, Abraham's children shall be as the stars of the heavens and as the sands on the seashore. We cannot be numbered. We are the so-called blacks, the Latinos, the Hispanics. That's us. We have also mixing with the Native American Indians because we were here with them. We journeyed to the side of the world with the Egyptians or the Hamites. We've been here. We all throughout Africa. So if the Jewish people that you see in the land today are the rightful people, I'm telling you, the Master Yahushua would have already came. Would have already been 60-something years into the millennium reign. This has not happened yet. We have not yet seen the rebuild of the temple. We have not yet seen the man of sin taking his seat in the temple, proclaiming to be the master. So all these things must take place before the Master Yahushua return. Let's keep going. So his chosen people who had not obtained compassion, he said, I shall say to those who were not my people, because we disobeyed the command, so we were rejected. You are my people. While they say, my Elohim, which means mighty one. So we have not obtained compassion in the land of our captivities. And he's going to speak to us while we enter the wilderness again. And there he shall speak to us. So don't let, as Bob Marley said, let them fool you or even try to school you. We are not who they say we are. We are the children of Israel. The chosen people of the Most High Yah, Yahweh. When you say hallelujah, it means praise unto Yah. Our forefathers came over here saying kumbaya. They knew who they were. So it's time for us to wake up, my people, and return back to what we have rejected. Our rejecting, our turning away from the Torah has gotten us to be temporarily replaced by the Jewish people. And no compassion was granted unto us. So he said the days are coming where we shall be called his people. That's not saying now that we're not his people. When we turn back, as it is written, in the land of our enemies, when the word of this Torah has come back upon our hearts and we turn back to him, he said he shall turn back to us, grant forgiveness, and heal our land. Here it is, we're talking about it right here. The earth shall answer the grain and the new wine and the oil, and they answered Yezreel, which was a city in Israel. And I shall take you as a bride unto me, verse 19, forever, and take you as a bride unto me in righteousness and in right ruling and in loving commitment and compassion. And I shall take you as a bride unto me in trustworthy, and you shall know. I mean, let's go up right here, where he said, right here in verse 16, and it shall be in that day, declares Yah, that you call me my husband, and no longer call me my Baal, my Lord. That's what he's talking about. No more. So while we are out here in the land of our captivities, calling him L-O-R-D, he don't like it. So let us put away this foolishness and turn back to our master. Turn back to our husband, whom is the master Yahushua, who's been the one speaking from the beginning in the name of the Father Yah. It's time we wake up, centralize, and realize what's going on. We are the chosen people. Wake up, Israel. Wake up, my brothers and sisters from the nations of the world who are still caught up in the traps of the world. Wake up, because Jesus is not the Messiah. Muhammad is not a prophet in Israel. Allah is not our mighty one. It's the Father Yah and the Master Yahushua who created all things. So let us get it right. Have a great night. Blessings to you in the Master Yahushua's name. Amen.